The top 5 most important things in marriage. This is part 2. My name is Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and I'm going to help you see that there is so much more to marriage than what you can find in little articles, even videos like this. It's such a broad topic that it's so important for you to learn as much as you can, because the promises of marriage were discussed in part 1. And those are that you learn to love unconditionally, you experience unconditional love. This is one of the promises of marriage. The other promise, which totally has eluded most people, is that you're supposed to be happier every single day of your lives. Happier than the day before, happier than the week before. You're supposed to be spectacularly happy. There's this myth that the happiest day of a woman's life is the day she gets married. Great marketing. If you want to sell an extravagant wedding, why not tell this to women? Why not tell this to the men who want to please their wives? But it's simply garbage. Because when you say that, you're saying that from that day, everything is going to go downhill. If that's the happiest day of your life, then it doesn't get happier. No, it is simply not true. Marriage is an amazing institution, contract, a space that you live within, just the two of you, that's supposed to get better and better. So in the first video, I discussed to learn about the basics of marriage and went into it in some detail. The other thing that we discussed in the first video was to learn about gender differences and how it impacts the mind. It's very important to know these things, not kind of important, and not to learn about the differences, but to learn about your spouse and to learn about yourself from a biological/psychological point of view, so you know what to expect of them and yourself. Now, the next really important thing, number 3, is kind of a rule to live by, but it's a very important rule. And the reason it's an important rule is because of what I refer to as the eclipse effect. So here's what the eclipse effect means. If you go outside and you know where the sun is, don't look directly at it, but you know where it is, put up your hand. With your hand, you're able to completely block the sun. The sun is humongous. Your hand is teeny, teeny, tiny. But one hand can block the sun. The sun provides life. It is the source of all life. And yet your hand can eclipse it. All of your positive, loving, supportive, happiness-producing behaviors is what you want in your marriage. It sustains your marriage. It builds on the foundation of your marriage, the foundation of love. One bad behavior eclipses all of it. This is just sort of a rule of thumb in life. I remember when a space shuttle took off, very sad. There was one O-ring that was faulty. The whole thing blew up. You have to avoid all control your destructive actions. Now, in order to do that, you need to learn. My thing is to say, learn and apply. Learn and apply. That's why you should right now subscribe to this channel. I don't come from a place of mistakes that people make, errors, what to do about this now that I've blown that. No, I come from a place of let's start working on your marriage. Let's make it amazing. Learn and then apply. So in order to avoid the destructive actions, you need to understand them. First of all, there's 3 kinds of actions. That's it. Just 3. Did you know that? Think about it. 1 are your thoughts and your feelings. Those are actions. Why are they actions? Because they occur oftentimes without your direction, which is a problem, but that's a different topic. But your thoughts, your feelings are actions, and they are the springboard for what you voice, for what you express verbally. That's the other kind of action. So you have your thoughts and feelings, and I do thoughts/feelings because it's hard to sometimes differentiate between the two. And then your speech. So that's number 2. Number 3 is what you actually do. Kicking the dog as an action. Why on earth would you kick the dog? Why on earth would you criticize your spouse? You see, everything is a degree, and you need to learn. But it boils down to 2 choices: beneficial or detrimental. The thoughts that you are sprouting out in your mind are either beneficial thoughts or detrimental. You're supposed to avoid all negative actions, all destructive actions. I'll go a step further. Because you can only have one thought at a time, the mind, you can break it down into how many thoughts you have during the day. You have control over your mind, or you're supposed to. In the courses that we sell at the Marriage Foundation, the very first thing we get into is learning how to control your mind. It's essential that you control your mind. Because you only have one thought at a time, every thought should be beneficial. This is not something you can just do. You need to learn how to do it, but it's important, it's critical, it's essential to the happiness that you want from your marriage that you do learn. So that's it. So that's what this video is about. Part 2 is avoid all destructive actions, because those wipe out, they cancel out all the positive actions. It's not a balancing act in a marriage. It's not how things work in life at all. You have to avoid all destructive actions. So go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment if you wish in this video, and then go to the next video. The links are below. Love to share this information with you. Let me know what you think of this. This is a whole new way of approaching marriage. I don't work on problems, I work on the marriage. You need to work on your marriage, and then all the problems go away. They don't exist, because when your marriage is working on all 8 cylinders, it is popping, and it's delivering. It's delivering happiness and ever expanding, ever increasing love. Thank you, and God bless.